Cowabunga dudes, this is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and welcome to another episode of Totally Tubular Turtle Tuesday, the one day of the week where I've devoted my channel to something TMNT related. From action figures to video games to comic books and movies, and everything in between. So for this episode, I'll be taking a look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Vintage Collection, Panda Khan. Now, Panda Khan isn't actually an Eastman and Laird creation. He was created by a man named Dave Garcia. When the vintage cartoon and toy line came out, they brought Panda Khan over into the TMNT universe. He is a great character and a great action figure, and I couldn't be prouder to have in my collection. I've always had a huge obsession with pandas, and just having a samurai panda with a blaster is just really cool to me. I am so stoked that I have him, and I cannot wait to check him out here with you guys. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's give you a quick rundown of all the cool things he comes with. So the Samurai Bashin' Bear comes with his Dragon's Claw sword, his battle axe, a fusion blaster, and his Gao hook. So with his accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at Panda Khan. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at Panda Khan. Now Panda Khan, I've always had a really big soft spot for him. He's just, I don't know, to me he's just such a really cool character. Now I don't know if that's just me being, somewhat biased toward panda bears, because I've always had kind of an obsession with pandas. So I think just kind of seeing him, in the Ninja Turtle universe, just being a really cool samurai character is just pretty awesome to me. Just always been one of my all-time favorites, and I absolutely love this figure. For the most part, you would think he's just a basic panda bear and whatnot, but he looks really cool. He's got those big, red, bright eyes, almost a very angry, yet powerful look for his face, which is pretty cool. He's got his signature red bandana going on, just kind of blowing to the side. Looks really, really nice. And if you can tell, there actually is a slight gradients in the paint. From the front of his face on the white, it's like a gray that almost fades into a black that goes around there, which is pretty nice. I do like that. Absolutely love his armor. All blue armor, just all over the place right here. But really nicely sculpted if you really take a look at it. Lots of line work and rivets and studs and things like that on the armor itself. Even looking like in this neon green section right here, all that sculpted like zigzagging line work in there is pretty magnificent if you really think about it. Same thing with these shoulder pads and his wrist gauntlets right here on both sides. They're all done in red, but you can see all the line work and the studs again on both wrists. Looks really, really good. All the way down here, looks really, really nice. Even the fur is sculpted like on the feet. You can kind of see a bit on the biceps. Even if you pull the arm around, you can see all the fur sculpted in like that. Even around the gold chainmail that he has for a bodysuit is really nicely sculpted. A lot like a lot of the other TMNT figures from the vintage line, they just really went all out with the sculpts, man. I mean, such care went into this entire line, and Panda Khan is no real exception. He's just, again, beautifully sculpted, all the folds and whatnot. You can even see the straps that hold on his shin guards right there. They all look really, really good. You can see the arm straps right there that hold on like this shoulder armor. All looks really, really cool. I like that quite a bit. Yeah, very, very nice. So, his articulation is pretty basic, much like a lot of the other figures in this line. So he does turn left and right, just like that. Both arms go up and down, like so. You get rotation at the elbow, like that. As well on this side, it kind of just rotates like that. And then you get those ball joints that kind of kick all the way up forward, like that, all the way back to the side a bit, and kind of just roll around like so. So let's take a look at some of the accessories. So he does come with his sword, which is kind of like a basic katana. It's pretty cool for the most part, but pretty bland compared to some of his other weapons. Now, I know a lot of people are big fans of his hook sword, which I can totally understand. His hook sword is pretty cool, and it does fit in any one of the hands, and he holds it just like that, and he holds it very steadily. I absolutely dig that. Dude, the spike on the bottom and whatnot, very, very cool. And then here's my personal favorite weapon, his battle axe. It's just a big bruiser of an axe. Again, beautifully sculpted, and all the line work and the woodwork, even on the blade and whatnot, all really, really cool. I'm not sure why, but, you know, just as a kid, I remember playing with this figure, and having his axe was just the best weapon to me, so, I don't know, love that weapon. Now, here's the one I don't get. His little fusion blaster pistol thing. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I never understood why. It's one of those things like, he's a panda samurai, yet he has a laser gun. I mean, is it dumb? Yeah, but to be honest, that's kind of what makes him cool. I actually like the fact that he's a samurai panda with a fusion blaster. So I just think that makes this guy so much more special. Again, just absolutely love him for my collection. He's definitely one of my all-time favorites. And if you're a big TMNT fan, then I think he is definitely a must-get. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Captain America figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your TMNT comparison, here he is standing next to the 4 vintage Ninja Turtle figures that I've had ever since I was a kid. And just for fun, here he is standing next to little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys. My review of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Vintage Collection, Panda Khan. Now, like I've stated, I've always had a big obsession with pandas, and just being a samurai panda with a gun has always been pretty awesome to me. I've always had a soft heart for this figure, and he is still one of my all-time favorites. He's got a great sculpt and paint apps, and I absolutely love his weapons. All these things make for another totally tubular action figure. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Cowabunga dudes, and stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.